How likely is it that Purdue will be allowed to file for bankruptcy?
You know, it's unclear. What we know right now is that it's one option among many that they're exploring as they face this rash of thousands of lawsuits around the country. It would be very significant because the bankruptcy experts that we spoke with said that it could potentially bring a halt to civil litigation. It could also, make it much, much harder for plaintiffs to get, awards out of a bankruptcy court rather than a civil court. And it could be used, in those negotiations about what awards could be. So it would be very significant, but it's not clear whether or not they're actually going to do it right now. It's just, it's an option that's on the table.
I wonder how much they could actually be able or be on the hook to pay out. Is there any indication from these early trials about the sums that we're talking about?
Well, there are no early trials right now. What the landscape is that there is a huge case in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a federal case. And there's about 1,600 plaintiffs in federal lawsuits that are consolidated under one judge. And what they're doing right now is they're all negotiating. There is a trial that's set to go forward in October, but the judge in the case has been very clear that he wants a settlement out of this. We don't know any of the details because there's a gag order, but the judge wanted a settlement last year. There was not a settlement last year. So, these negotiations continue. More currently, there's also a bunch of state attorney generals who are suing Purdue and other companies up and down the opioid supply chain. And the first test of what is to come will be in May in Oklahoma, where a case brought by the Oklahoma Attorney General is scheduled to go to trial on May 28th. It's going to be televised, so there's the possibility that, if it is not settled before, it could be broadcast across the United States every single day. And people are really looking to that trial, should it go forward, as to see what these claims whether the claims will stand up in court and what a jury of Oklahomans will decide, when it comes to Purdue and other opioid manufacturers and the opioid crisis.
And I was struck by the 60 Minutes story when they covered, I think Mike Moore is his name, the man who did the tobacco multi-state agreement back in the 90s. He's going after the drug distributors. My sense is it's because he knows or thinks that's where the money is, to really pay out billions and billions of dollars in some kind of big settlement. Do you think that's why he's looking at them in particular? And I guess the main thing the public is wondering is, will a bankruptcy by Purdue allow them to basically get off the hook here when it comes to paying out billions and billions?
Well, I think that all remains to be seen. I can't speak to Mr. Moore's motivations as to why he's doing that, but we do know that any settlement would be in the billions of dollars. And, I did it once. One lawyer I spoke with said that this is the most complex litigation in United States history. This involves cities, it involves towns, it involves municipalities, and it also involves dozens of corporations. Purdue is just one corporation in this lawsuit in Cleveland that is being sued. So this is just extremely complex. It's involves people from all over the place. So that is one of the reasons why it is so complex and why these awards could be in the billions of dollars should they actually happen.